Fucked around and got rich again. My bounce back game crazy. Bounce back game crazy. Bounce back game crazy. I know that them racks could save me. I'm putting it up when they pay me, and I'm pulling up in Mercedes. I just told my brother we made it. 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 We made it.
Everybody, it's your boy Chris from BudTawk, man. I'm here with a very special guest today. Y'all know what it is. Today is May 9th, man. I know I've been kind of like sneak previewing a little bit throughout the weeks in the past month or so. But the day's finally here. My guest is Monroe Flow from TFM, man. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Appreciate you.
Off top.
Yeah, for
doing
sure.
Good.
Yeah.
Everything huge. Enormous shit only, man.
Talk your shit.
Rockin'.
Talk your shit.
You've
been talking your shit for a little minute too, bro. So
I've been trying to, bro.
Yeah, ain't no trying, my nigga. You definitely been doing it. Facts.
For sure.
So let's get into it too, bro. So let's tell everybody who you are, man. What you do and where you coming from.
Man, I go by the name Monroe Flow, man. I come from the ATL, man. You know, I got ties in the Bay Area, and we just gonna keep it pushing like that. You know, I'm real heavy on family and, you know, elevation, you know, so I'm just keeping it rocking like that for the people that put me in this position, that gave me all the ism that I got and shit.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just speak that through my music as much as possible, because it's just about the kid that's listening, you know.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to lose the inner child that I got myself.
Yeah.
You know, so I just try to, you know, just have as much fun as possible.
Yeah.
You know, on stage or in the booth or, you know, with my family, anything like that.
Facts. And I hear it in your music, and that's actually like one of the questions I got. But before we kind of get into one of those questions, let's talk a little bit more about you kind of growing up in the A, and then like kind of your upbringing into music a little bit.
Man, it was decent, man. It was amazing, actually, man. I just we had a karaoke machine when I was a kid. Me and Larry, we had a karaoke machine, and we used to just make a bunch of songs. And I remember just watching him make a bunch of songs, and I remember just wanting to do it. And then eventually, we started rapping, you know, started recording, and it just got bigger and bigger, and now we just right here on tour and shit. This shit crazy. It's fire, bro. Yeah.
Facts. So, like kind of growing up and watching your brother Larry, that was kind of like a shocker too for some of us. If nobody knows, Larry Jr. is your real brother, blood brother, man. So like, how is that like watching him growing up? You know, kind of becoming the man he is and kind of paving the way, and not just in music but in life too. Like how
it's amazing. No, most definitely, it's amazing, man. It's amazing to watch somebody grow up like this, man, or watch any of my brothers for that matter. You know, just to see my brothers go through the motions with life in general is amazing. You know, so it's times 10 when it comes to music, because I always knew he had the potential, and I always knew I had the potential. You know, and we would always tell each other that. So. It's just still like I'm dreaming, man. It's like I can't even believe it sometimes. That's all we really just be talking about, like, bro, I can't believe this shit. Like.
So, and then like kind of growing up like as like and watching that, man, like I know you always probably like, man, that's like the ultimate goal to grow up with your brothers and be able to get it with your brothers like that, man. That's like the ultimate goal. Even with like you have best of friends, like I know you probably got friends and stuff y'all come up with, and it's just like it's different, man. So kind of describe your relationships a little bit like that.
With who?
Just your friends and your family kind of coming up right now and just kind of like feeling the vibes and kind of the space y'all been in.
Yeah, man. It's a family affair when it comes to my music, man. I go to my mom for a lot of advice when it comes to music shit. My younger brother, he rapping now too. So all three of us rapping. His name 1% TFM. So we pushing him too. Yeah, my nigga One, man. I love that nigga, man. He a good kid, but he rapping too. So before he even started rapping, I used to just always go to my little brother for advice, because I trusted his ear with music. So yeah, man, it's really a family affair. I don't really fuck around with too many people. The only people I really fuck around with is the people that's helping with my videos. Like, them are really my friends. Like, Dame, he make all my beats. Migs, he take all my pictures. These are really my friends. So outside of that, it's really some mob shit. I don't really even fuck between people like that.
That's hard. So like, kind of in that too, bro. Like, how does that help develop your sound and your music?
Man,
because also too, if you don't mind cutting you off, like as you say, you kind of want to keep the kid and keep the energy up in your music and kind of keep that mind state sometimes, and like not lose the fact that it's still fun. So like, and I hear like a lot of your metaphors you reference to like, what was that, Kids Next Door? I heard, what was it, just in your new album? What did you say, Nick at Night, you know, different stuff like that. So how like referencing to all these different things, like how when you piecing your music and your sound together? How you?
Because you get with the Nick at Night, that was a good one.
Yeah, no, for sure. So like with so kind of like with that, bro, like with the Nick at Night and stuff, and like your references towards like some childhood TV shows.
I got that from 50 Cent. You know when he did that song "I Hated to Love It," and it was like woke up the next morning, them niggas stole my bike. Yeah. It's like a grown man telling you about him getting his bike stolen. It's like you can identify with that. Yeah. So when I say I come from Nick at Night, fall asleep with the TV on, I'm trying to strike that same emotion out the listener. So it's really just the same shit, man. Shout out to 50 Cent, man. Good
shout
job.
Out to 50, man.
That verse, man, that went a long way with me. Yeah. Just by him saying that, because it's like I could relate to it, you know.
And kind of talk about a little bit of inspiration you get from New York in some of your music, because like I see you fuck with NYC.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I got much respect for Hov and 50 Cent, man. I get a lot of my inspiration from them, man. Just the way they perform, the way they carry themselves in their interviews, the way they carry themselves on stage, in their videos, all that shit add up. So, yeah, man, shout out to New York, man. Y'all birthed a lot of legends, man, but it's the Bay Area time. We finna take over this shit.
So now you mentioned that. So talk about kind of transferring over from the A to the Bay, and like when did you make that transfer?
Like 2016. Yeah. 2016, I moved here. We went on tour. My brother called me like, "Hey, we going on tour," and so we gotta move out here. So we went out. We did like 5 cities, and ever since then it's just been cracking. We've been just doing this shit back to back. Yeah. Ever since then, yeah.
So then, like, how long were you in the Bay and like doing the music from the Bay to the A and stuff like that? How has that both kind of inspired you in your music? Like, cause your sound is kind of different, bro. Like, you don't hear nobody like you, even just.
Yeah, I think it's my mom's fault, cause I grew up in the South, and like when I was growing up, I used to talk country. I used to talk country, and then she used to say, "Stop talking like that." Yeah. So I think that just triggered something in my head to the point where it's like now I gotta like it's like from when she said that, it made me want to just be universal, period. Yeah. So I guess that just struck it in me, because if it weren't for her, I probably would sound other country.
So talk about like your beat choice and stuff. Like I hear you got, man, from even on this new album, we gonna get into the new album a little bit, but like even from up till now, bro, like you've done music with Tavares Jordan, I hear Sledger's real heavy on the new album. So like talk about who like your beat choices and your producers and stuff like you work with. How do you go about that?
I go about it, it's easy, man. I mean, I'm telling you, man, my favorite rappers be having the best beats, like Jay-Z and 50 Cent. Them niggas be having good beat selection, so I just took from them. And
shout out to y'all.
But I feel like now at this point, when you real good at music, man, it ain't really the beat. You can make any beat hard for real when you dope at this shit. So
heavy bass, heavy snare.
Man, you don't need much, man. Just go hard, you know. It's really the inspiration. Like you get them niggas in jail who be beating on their chest rapping.
Facts.
That's the same shit, man. It's just about the artist for real.
Facts.
But the beats have got better from now to back then. They got way better. So salute to all the producers, man. Y'all niggas going crazy.
Facts. So what was probably your favorite project you did with a producer that you really felt like was
with Dame? This is one I just dropped called Players Retreat.
Yeah.
Man, he sent me them beats in like 2021, but I'm just now hearing them the other day. We did that. I did all them songs in like one night. So that was fire. I did like 5 tracks. It was 8 songs on that project.
So let's talk about like your stream of like your albums that you dropped this year. You dropped like 2 or 3 like back to back, right?
I ain't even mean to. I mean, I just realized I had so many songs that I haven't used, and that was just unreleased. So I took 18 songs yesterday and I just uploaded them. You know, I had some good cover art waiting. You know, just tweaked it and just posted it, because I'm like, man, something just clicked in my head like I'm him. You know, and sometimes when you're an artist, you might sleep on yourself. Like, man, like what's the point of like what am I doing? But honestly, I take that back. It wasn't even that I necessarily said I was him. I had this plan when I started making music, and like whenever I thought of this, I can't remember, but it was this idea I had, because Just Blaze, he said he did it. He said when he first started rapping, he started making the music that everybody liked just so he could get on. So that's why I started doing the New York vibes, because I was really in me to do that. When I did the Blessed album, I did a bunch of samples like on the New York songs, because I was just paying homage. And I just wanted to show everybody I know how to rap before I start doing full trap shit. And I'm always sprinkling my West Coast shit, but the trap shit is what I'm really most comfortable at because it's so easy to do.
Okay.
It's so easy to do that it's to the point where it's be like, I be thinking it's weak, but it's not. It's hard, but it was just so easy to make that it's like,
you show that.
Fuck that shit. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but no, that's been my plan though, and it just clicked in my head the other day, like, man, that's the music this what you've been planning to do this whole time. Just go ahead and do it. Now's the perfect time.
Kind of sprinkle a little bit of that bass shit on that.
On time. I got to. I'm gonna always do that just so I can show range.
That shit hard.
But I'm in love with that trap shit. That shit, man.
So let's talk about 2023 Monroe Flow. You know, these years done passed. Let's talk about 2023. What has like your outlook been so far? And like I know you just kind of described a little bit of it, but like what has been the main direction and goal of Monroe Flow this year? And like what are you looking to accomplish coming out?
Man, out of 2023. Man, I try not to plan shit, man. I just shoot for the stars, bro. That's why I just dropped the 18 songs. Like, let's see what happened. I don't know. As far as my plans, I don't really like to really say my plans and stuff like that because I don't necessarily write them down as much. But I just know that every day when I wake up, I'm gonna just go hard, shoot a video every week, type shit. Just flood the streets. You know, because that's where it really comes from, the success, the content and stuff like that. So that's really what I've been focusing on, if anything.
What's the hunger? Where does the hunger come from?
The hunger, man, being broke, not having shit. You know, it's like, man, like, I'm not trying to go back, man. Once you've been broke before, you know how that shit feels. So I'm gonna do anything not to go back to that feeling.
No bullshit.
You know, so that's really where it comes from.
No bullshit. So y'all, hey man, y'all hear my guest, man. Y'all hear Flo, man. He dropping them gems. He talking this shit. So let's talk a little more shit with him too, man. So I got some key questions for you. Let's talk a little bit about like your relationship with some of like the industry guys and stuff like that, and like how has that gone, and like how has that like been able to like reach out to like, I know you guys are kind of like close to Spitter and stuff like that, and I know you guys be out in New York a lot too. So like kind of talk about a little bit of that, and, like being able to reach out.
I fuck with Spitter tough, man. You know, I first met him when him and Larry did the Let's Go to New Orleans video shoot. As a matter of fact, I met him before that in Arizona. They had did a show. Larry introduced me to him. Then we went to New Orleans and they did a video together, and that's when I saw him again. And then after that, we just was locked in. So yeah, man, shout out to Spitter, man. Jet Life shit for sure.
Yeah. So like when you guys are kind of like on tour, and like what kind of goes into like a Larry June tour, and like what's the mindset when you guys get out here? Because I mean, I seen like him go on his first one for the Orange print and stuff like that, and that was wild. That was stupid dope. But like, what has it been like going into this run right now, and then you kind of coming out with your music, and you know, you kind of getting your feet up under you.
Man, bro, it's nothing new, bro. I can't even, bro, it's nothing new, bro. We've been doing this shit for so long, and then on top of that, waiting for it for so long. So by the time we got to it, it just felt like second nature, you know? So it's all love.
Okay. Okay. And then like, so let's get into the new album and stuff too. And actually, before we do, real quick, so like, I know you was talking about a lot of the tracks. So Scar for Life, you dropped like 22 tracks on that one. So what was behind that one? Was that kind of like the same thing, like just having a lot of music you felt like you wanted people to hear, or that you felt like was really dope and you wanted to get out?
Yeah, when I made that one, I just stacked up a bunch of songs. That one was more calculated. Yeah, that was more, for sure, more calculated. Cause I was still in my paying homage. I just wanted to show niggas I knew how to rap. You know, niggas like Brazil, I fuck with them tough. I like they sound, so I just wanted to show that I could do that too. So that's when I did that whole album. You know, like the first 5 songs is all on New York gritty, grimy beats. You know, then it's sprinkled down to the Bay Area, then it's sprinkled down to the trap shit at the end. You know, so that was a good masterpiece, man. Yeah,
I like that. Got some layers. That's some layers.
Yeah, layers for sure.
And shout out to that album you dropped too, with Thoughts and Prayers on it. I actually used that song for a segment I was shooting called The Daily Talk, bro. So shout out to that, man. That was my favorite albums you had dropped for a minute, bro. I was straight through. I ain't gonna lie, that's a classic for me.
Yeah, most definitely.
So getting into the new album, bro. So what was the new inspiration behind this new album, Southside Beach?
Southside Beach. I mean, I came up with the title because when you living on the south side in Georgia, it's super country. But when you bring them foreigns out, it feel like you at the beach now. It's like,
okay.
The cars just make you feel like, damn, we ain't in Georgia no more. We in Miami. If you do it right, you feel what I'm saying? We're not in Kansas anymore. So that's where I came up with the title. But I had them 18 songs just stacked up, just a bunch of trap shit. I make them songs so much, but I just never dropped them because I didn't feel like it was time or I didn't feel like it was ready. But after I dropped the last one, Mafia Island, I feel like I took it as further as I could, like calculated, like I'm gonna make an album. That was the first I took it, so now I feel like I just want to start back over. So that's why I'm just going back to the basics right now with the trap shit.
Structure.
Yeah, it's heavy on the trap shit on that album for sure.
Fuck with that, man. I ain't gonna lie, you went crazy. So let's talk about Quiet as Kept.
Yeah.
Like that song, I've heard that song a little bit earlier on in the year. That was like I ain't gonna hold you. That song is cold, fam. That song is cold. And then you got another song called Stay On It.
Yeah.
And
Stay On It hard, yeah.
Worst Pain.
Yeah.
Those three are like three songs that really resonate with me. So can you kind of like break down your song real quick and then
Stay On It. I came up with that in Denver. Just went to the studio one day and just cooked up some shit. Quiet as Kept. I had that line, say she with it, say she, but she studied religion, but that gonna make me recruit. Sometimes I jot down lines and shit. I jot that down and I just built off that for that song. And
What's Sledger on that beat?
yeah, and Worst Pain and D-Dot made that beat for Stay On It, yeah. But they really the same clique, so it makes sense though. D-Dot is such a, they got hella production on that new album. And the Worst Pain song, I just went to the studio freestyle. I most likely don't even write my shit. So that shit really just come off inspiration. Like if I just came from a trip, go to the studio, and then it'll flow out.
So are you more of a freestyler, you feel like?
Yeah, most definitely, man. I do that shit heavy.
Good shit. I feel like freestylers are like always the best rappers.
Man, yeah. I try to write like that Scar for Life album. I wrote a lot of songs on there. Yeah, so that you can kind of hear it too. Like a bunch of songs like Pain, So Long. I wrote a lot of songs on that album. Yeah, so it's cool though.
We almost about done, bro. So my last question is to you. I know you don't really do a lot of like features, and I noticed that too. So like, if you do choose to pick features, how do you go about it, or who would you choose to pick?
I just go off the vibe of the artist. You know, if it'll work. You know, it ain't really about the money no more. It's really just about can I help this person and do I believe in their sound? Yeah. So I really just try to help people hone their sound and try to give them a place to display their creativity and stuff like that.
Facts.
Yeah, most definitely.
So and then also too, bro. So last thing, y'all. So we always kind of like give everybody a chance to. Well, usually when we used to go live, we usually go live and we allow everybody to kind of ask questions. But overall though, what is like the main what's the main goal with this new album and the latest album? Like, what do you want people to feel like they're getting from this album?
From this album, I just want to show people the range that I have and that I've just been waiting to release for so long. So I just want them to understand that I am, really, really versatile, and I got a lot of fire in me, and I just want people to know that. So that's why I just wanted to drop 18 songs, and even though I just dropped a couple weeks ago, I just wanted to show people I got that hunger, and I don't want it to be such a big deal. Like, I don't want people to be treating me like Monroe Flow back every time he drop. It ain't about that. Like, I want to be a household name, and I just want it to be normal. I'm not really into the extra shit. I just want people to respect my craft and just to take it serious and just to get used to me releasing music a lot. I don't want it to be so like such a big deal as far as
I feel you. Like, it's gotta be like balloons and flowers and shit every single time you drop. Like, no, we just here, we in the spot.
Yeah,
you know
cool,
what I'm saying?
Man, cool, man.
Yeah, I feel you.
I want the love, man. I want the respect, man. I just think that's where it comes from. The content again. It just go back to the content. Just want to keep feeding the streets as much as possible.
Genuine and shit, man. Well, hey everybody, y'all know what's up, man. Hey, it was another Going Live with BudTawk interview. My special guest Monroe Flow, man, from TFM. I appreciate you, buddy, for joining me. It was a little bit of a struggle, just trying to get things together last minute, but hey, we made it. It was good. It's all love. God bless. But I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate y'all making time here. Y'all blow the stage up, man. Y'all have a good one. I appreciate y'all coming to Wisconsin. Hopefully y'all come to Milwaukee one time. Y'all gotta step in. But I appreciate you, boys.
Off the dribble, bro.
Thanks.
That's what it's about, bro.
Hey, Going Live with BudTawk is a BudTawk production, man. We out.
Good shit.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
All the time, bro. That was fire.
I lose my Yeah, bro, I try to give everybody, you know, the same respect, bro. I don't like no cheesy ass interviews. You feel
Oh,
me?
that was dope, bro. You got that vision.
We made it, 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 we made it.